I'd like to think I've healed enough to close the door, but on the other hand, that I'm human enough to look back at it with one more glance. Healed enough to spot those red flags of toxicity, human enough to shoulder them in the sake of redemption. Healed enough to know what's best for me, human enough to daydream with shameless wonder. Healed enough to walk away, human enough to wish to hear the sounds of footfall catching up behind me. Healed enough to not long for closure anymore, human enough to admit that I wouldn't say no to it. All of us, at some point in our lives, will have to experience a period of growth and healing. I think sometimes you can get lost in the process and all of that heavy feeling. Why? Because we rip out so much of ourselves to be cured of things faster that we go bankrupt by the age of 30 and have less to offer every time we start with someone new because our hearts are sullied and dirty. But to feel nothing is to not feel anything. What a waste. Holding on to your humanity through healing just might be the toughest test you faced. It's definitely been mine. Yet after winning that battle, my humanity is now the greatest weapon in my arsenal. Some might see my ability to forgive and sympathize as farcical, but they'd be wrong. At the end of the day, I've won this paradoxical war of growth and healing. I can protect myself, my peace, and my vulnerability whilst maintaining my humanity all the while. I'll leave the door on the latch if you ever want to reconcile. So go ahead, heal. Just don't leave your human nature by the roadside, because healing shouldn't suppress our humanity. Instead, it teaches us to carry both the wound and the wisdom without letting either define us.